Today's lesson is on fractions, adding and subtracting negative fractions. Addition, subtraction. How do you add and subtract fractions with unlike denominators? We find the common denominator, then we multiply each part of the fraction by the same number to reach that common denominator. Before I go on, I'm going to add what I usually have in the lesson. Remember to pause so that you can fill in your notes, rewind if you don't get anything, and make note of any questions that you might have to bring to me in class. All right, moving on. We simplify the answer when we're done with doing steps 1 and 2. So this process applies whether the fractions are positive or negative. So nothing has changed. Okay? All right, so we're going to apply our rules of integers with this also. All right, so here we go. Oh, I can't extend my page with that. Let's get rid of the screen shade. Here are our problems. First, we have 1/2 plus negative 4/7. So the first thing we have to do is find a common denominator. Our common denominator of 2 and 7 is 14. Leave room for your negative. Okay, so what did I do? To the half to get to 14, I multiplied by 7. So 1 times 7 is 7, so I've got 7/14. What did I do to the 7 to get to a denominator of 14? I multiplied by 2, so 4 times 2 is 8. So now I have 7/14 plus negative 8/14, and I subtract them because my signs are opposite, right? So when I have opposite signs, I subtract when I'm adding with integers. Okay, so the same thing happens when I've got fractions involved. Extend my page again. Okay, so 7, well, actually I'm going to do 8 minus 7 gives me a 1, and my sign is negative because my 8/14 has a greater absolute value than 7/14, so it's negative 1/14. Okay, on to the next one. I find, well, first, I've taught you guys that we rewrite negative 3/5. We rewrite the subtraction problem as an addition problem. So we went over the stay, change, change. The first number stays the same. We change the subtraction to addition, and we change the second number to its opposite. Okay, so now we have an addition problem because we always add with negative numbers. Okay, now we've got to find a common denominator, which is 20. Okay, and 5, the 5th becomes 20th, so I multiplied by 4, so 3 times 4 is 12. 4th becomes 20th by multiplying by 5, so 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. Now, my integers are both negative, so I'm going to add my numerators, and I get 17/20, and I apply my shared sign of negative. All right, there we go. Now on to our next screen, where we have 2 problems you need to do on your own, and then come back and do them with me. So copy these down onto your paper. 2/3 minus negative 5/6, and the other one is negative 4/7 plus negative 3/4. I, of course, am going to keep doing this so your video is not, 20 minutes long. All right, the first one we have 2/3 minus negative 5/6. Stay, change, change. 2/3 stays, change subtraction to addition, and add the opposite of negative 5/6 becomes positive 5/6. All right, so now 2/3 plus 5/6, I need a common denominator. 3 and 6 have a common denominator of 6. So 5/6, that's easy. What I do to 3 to get to 6, I multiply by 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. Now I just add my numerators. 4 plus 5 is 9. So I got 9/6, which becomes If I divide both of those by 3, which is their common factor, I get 3 over 2, or 1 and 1/2. All right, and my last one, -4/7 plus -3/4. They have a common denominator of 28, so both of them are negative. So remember those negative signs. Okay, 7 times 4 gives me 28, so 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 7 gives me 28, so 3 times 7 is 21. Now, both of these are negative, so I simply add my numerators. 16 plus 21 is 37 over 28. They are both negative, so my answer must be negative. And to make that a mixed number, I have 1 and 9/28. And that cannot be simplified, so I am finished. That is our lesson for today. I look forward to hearing your questions next time I see you. Have a nice day.